misperceptions about the Golden State Warriors based on where they were a few years ago. That they take a lot of threes, for instance. They only took 26 tonight, which is not a ton for an NBA team. And that they're not as tough as, or they're tougher than people maybe think they are. This was a tough effort in terms of who was on the floor, what they were getting done. Already without Durant, Iguodala not available for much of the night, and they were able to come back from double digits down at halftime and blow the Blazers away essentially in the second half.
Don't forget to mention Cousins hasn't been around either.
Sure, yeah.
Another one of the starters. You know, you're down Cousins, you're down Durant, two-time MVP in the finals, and now Iguodala gets hurt during the course of the game. This team we associate toughness with banging and beating people up and the physicality part of it. And this team is so tough here mentally that they understand who they are. They know what they're capable of doing. It starts at the defensive end. They'll all tell you that. And they're covering for a couple guys that are out there that aren't the greatest defenders, but they do a lot of other things.
This was a character win. This shows the character that's in that locker room. There's no KD. And we learned that in the Houston series, they're not going to make excuses. They go into this series, they go ahead and they take care of business. Now this win, they're still depending on a lot of guys on the bench. Iguodala doesn't play for a large part of this game. Nobody makes any excuses. Nobody hangs their head. Nobody gets down on themselves, even though in these last two games they've been down by double digits in the second half. They come out, they take care of their business, and they systematically take you apart. This goal is to a certain degree, I think we forgot what they were before Kevin Durant got there. And we've taken Steph Curry in this backcourt and Draymond Green and a lot of these guys for granted, and now they're showing us, hey, y'all forgot, we will remind you what we were.
Czar, hold that thought. We'll get to Terry Stotts in Portland.
Our offense fell apart. You know, we missed some shots, took some tough shots, didn't move the ball as well. They were scoring, so we were taking it out of the net, didn't get any transition. Said at the beginning of the series, to beat Golden State, you got to be able to score. And, scoring 33 in the second half is not going to do it.
ESPN, Terry, why has it been so difficult for Dame to get going in this series offensively?
I think the double teams, obviously the trapping is designed to get the ball out of his hands so he doesn't have the same freedom. I think they're good one-on-one defenders. Some of it's missing shots. He gets to the rim, he hasn't finished around the rim as well. But I don't know if it's one thing. Obviously their defense is part of it. Missing some shots, getting them some easier shots is tough.
In the back on the left, please.
Jamie Goldberg from the Oregonian. You made the decision to start Myers Leonard. Why did you make that decision, and what do you think he gave you in this game?
He had a terrific first half, like the rest of the team. I liked his spacing. I liked the way he played in Game 2 in Golden State. He can space the floor, and he and Dame, he and CJ have a good two-man game, and obviously is designed to help our offense a little bit. So it looked really good in the first half, not so much the second half, but that wasn't his fault.
Bach, ABC 7 Sports. Steve Kerr described Draymond Green tonight as a wrecking ball. How would you describe him?
He was the difference maker. What he did, he kept them going, even though we had a lead in the first half. His energy, the way he was pushing the ball, kept them going. And, he has such an impact on the game on both ends. Offensively with his passing, his playmaking, he makes his teammates better. And defensively, he's all over the place. He impacted the game. He was obviously he's the player of the game tonight. He impacted the game.
All right, please.
Terry, Tom Ward, Coin TV. Now that you're one game from elimination and you guys have exceeded everyone's expectations for this postseason run, what do you say to your team tomorrow to try to? Because you guys have won 2 games in a row in the last series, including on Denver's home floor. So what do you say to your team to get them to maybe believe that this can be possible?
We're going to give it our best effort on Monday. I mean, that's all that matters. Is we give it our best effort. We give it everything we have on Monday, and whatever happens, happens. But that's having the pride and the professionalism to give it the best effort and get a home win, and then go from there. There's no. I don't know if it's as much about strategy as about just rallying around and giving it the best effort possible.
Marcus White, NBC Sports Bay Area. What kind of boost did you get from your bench early in the second quarter, and then what did you see different from the Warriors bench in the second half?
The first half everybody contributed. The starters, the bench, with different combinations really worked well. If you score 66 points in a half, a lot of people contributed that. Second half, it was just a struggle. I don't know how much it was their bench. They're a championship team. They've been a championship team, and they have a style of play, and they continue to play at a certain level. And the second half, we just didn't match that. Whether it was their bench players or their starters, they didn't miss a beat.
More questions for Coach?
All right, thank you.